right, so firstly, could you just tell me what the different phases in your hiring process are like?
Absolutely. So first we go through application. A candidate applies. We then do a phone screen. I, as a recruiter, reach out to the candidate for a phone screen. If the phone screen goes well, I then have them work with a manager, the hiring manager for the position. If that goes well and they are, everyone's feeling really good about the position, I then send them to maybe one or two managing directors, and this is for sales role.
Right.
They talk with the managing directors, get more of like an inside look at what day in the life is for maybe those managing directors' employees. And then if everybody's feeling really good still and we're wanting all to move forward, we then bring you in for an on-site panel interview.
Okay.
And you do a presentation, like you just kind of present on your background, what you feel like you would do in this position, how you would use a strategy for this position, how your 30, 60 days, 90 days look like, and what your success, what your strategy to achieve would look like.
Okay, so kind of a few steps, just screening them.
Yep, screening, getting to know the managers a little bit, really digging into like those in-depth questions. I think it's a good time for the candidate to really get a chance to reach out and say like, hey, what does this look like for me as a new hire?
Right.
What would I be doing with you?
Cool. Awesome.
My company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there some skills that you're looking for or something like that? So do you work for...
I'm not a vendor.
Okay.
I'm a coach.
Okay. So how do you determine if somebody's fit for being coachable or something like that?
For my sales team?
Yeah.
At the beginning, I don't think there's really any way to tell until you explain what an event is like and you see enthusiasm.
Right.
And you see curiosity.
So some curiosity, some enthusiasm, just energetic a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So how do you as a coach measure success for the people that you're coaching in these sales competitions?
When they get done with the competition, like this morning, I measure success by what they say as far as did they learn anything? If they came out of the sales role play and say that they've learned something and it was a good experience, I think that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, so not placements or how they do, just more of individual growth?
Doesn't matter.
Really?
No.
Awesome.
I care less if they finish first.
Yeah. Huh. All right, well, that's good to know. So what do you most like about Starkey?
The culture.
Really?
We have an amazing culture. Yes, they take care of their team. We're very supportive. It's a large enough company to have great things, but we're also small enough to where I have very good connections with everybody I work with.
Cool.
You're not a number, you're a name. So that makes a big difference.
Nice. So how long have you worked there? Did you get there right out of school?
2.5 years.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I've been there enough to really see a lot of, I recruit for sales, marketing, customer service. I do a lot of retail on the Audubon side. So a lot of like half of the US, I get to do a lot of their like in-clinic positions. So I get to see it from a lot of different aspects. And the main driver for all of these roles are the culture. We want to hire that really great fit who's out there to help people, has a drive, has a passion, is kind, and is caring.
Awesome. So when you're looking at the culture, is it more of like go-getter type mentality you're looking for?
Very supportive, very positive, and very like driven. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So kind of some soft skills mixed with some
just
tenacity.
You gotta be a people. You gotta like people. You gotta enjoy working with your peers. You have to have a very cohesive attitude, very like lock arms and just do what needs to be done type attitude. Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's great. But what do you most like about your position at Starkey?
Oh gosh, I'm a recruiter, so I get to meet all types of people. I get to really get to know somebody and help them along their journey as they become employed with Starkey. That is my favorite thing. And then to see them later on, a year later, at an event, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how are you? And they're like, this is amazing, I love this. And then referrals. I get referrals from those people, and that means that they've had a great experience and they're loving their role enough to refer a person to us.
I see.
So I get to see it from start to their first day at work.
Right.
I get to make that initial connection with somebody and be the first experience they have with Starkey.
Yeah. So when you're first meeting somebody, is there something that kind of jumps out at you that's like, okay, she has potential?
Definitely somebody who is just like a people person, right? Like, hey, how are you? Just somebody who can resonate and become like just moldable and bendable. Like, jump right out there. And, how are you doing? And make a connection with me, because that's what we want for our patients ultimately.
Yeah.
That's what I want when I send a sales team member into a clinic. I want you to be able to go in and meet with that provider and have it instantly be like, I want to work with Starkey because it's great.
Definitely. Cool.
That's what we want, right? Like in a sales role anywhere, right? You want someone to be able to just walk in and sell, whether it's a bag of bolts or, some other a company or a hearing aid. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You need to be that personable person who they want to do business with.
Right. So kind of outgoing, energetic type.
Yeah, somebody who can relate, be relatable, who is adaptable, and can kind of pivot if they need to in different situations. Customer service, same thing.
Right.
You can get people on the phone that are amazing, or you can get people on the phone that maybe are having a rough day, and you need to be able to pivot into, being there for that person in all those aspects.
For sure. Cool. So what advice would you give somebody that's just starting out under you as a competitor?
I would say probably just learn as much as you can about the product. Be prepared for the unexpected. That'd be about it.
What do you think the unexpected looks like? It's just kind of
objections, things that don't go your way, things that they put in place to distract you.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Cool. Well, so what kind of people at your guys' company tend to prosper, and what type of people tend to struggle a little bit?
Yeah. I'd say the people who tend to prosper are the people who put in consistent effort, right? Consistent effort every day, regardless of the outcome, is going to get you results.
Right.
People who struggle, I think people who struggle to take ownership of actions, I'm not selling because of the territory, like it's crap, or the product, I don't know, like I took, I don't know, like it's more so bringing external factors.
Excuses, kind of?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I think.
Cool.
Also, I think they kind of go hand in hand, but those people who are like eager to learn, who have questions, those are people that typically do the best.
Yeah.
The folks who kind of, play the background, maybe struggle and not ask for assistance when they know they may need it. Those are folks that may struggle a little bit out of the gate. So, I would say those are the things that are important.
Definitely. So what do some growth opportunities look like within Starkey?
Yeah, so I can speak to that. That is one of the most favorite things of my position is that I get to hire someone, right? But then in a year and a half or 2 years, they're coming back and they're like, I'm ready to do something different. And I get to help them grow. Or somebody who's been in the same role for 5 years and they're ready to do something else.
Yeah.
They start that application process over and I get to help them move. And that, I think around 60% of my hires are internal right now.
Really?
So I get to watch it and I get to speak to Starkey's claim of promotion from within and growth and development. I get to watch somebody who's a customer service rep move into somewhere in marketing. They went to school for marketing but needed a way into Starkey and wanted to learn the customer service side, but now they're getting to go into marketing and do the thing that they're passionate about.
Right.
And now they've got the great foundation from customer service.
Yeah. So it sounds like, you guys are looking for energetic people, and just within the culture you have.
Yeah, very kind, very caring, really has that mindset of absolutely wanting to go out and help people. We're a hearing aid company. We help people hear better.
Yeah.
So you have to have that patient first mindset.
Right. Well, that's awesome.
It is. I love it.
How do you think your products and services are going to evolve over the next few years?
That's a great question. I would say, Keyence has products that we haven't released to the U.S. market yet. We actually just introduced our first software product. I've also been told by our CBDO that Keyence would sell food if we thought it would make money.
Interesting.
So, honestly, I'm not really sure, I guess is the short answer.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to continue to grow be super innovative, expand, and hopefully expand our customer base. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Cool. Do your employees spend much time socializing outside of work? Or what's
Yeah.
that look like?
I would say so. It's a pretty young culture. We're 100% promote from within, so every office does things a little differently. Our Minneapolis office, I think they have a little like ice fishing together. The LA team goes surfing together.
Cool.
Jabari and Jamie and I all went to a hot yoga class this morning.
Wow.
So
My
Impressive.
first time doing yoga too, so
it's
it was pretty
his
crazy.
first and last time doing yoga.
Cool. Well,
Nice to meet you, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jabari.
Jabari and Jack.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.